The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sam Hubbard, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. To return is Taylor. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On the Jets sweep, here's Chase. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to Mixon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Down to about the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Oh, a good move at the 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second.
On one, ready?
From the 30 on second down. Burrow, he completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Do you try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 3rd down, Mixon. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in a touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Mahomes going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 38, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And it's the Cleveland Browns who will fight on as they knock off the Las Vegas Raiders. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for